Hey guys, it's Laurelei Lee, and it's been a little bit. I meant to do camp a bit more regularly than this. Oh. But it's been a weird month, and yeah, but I am going to start doing more stuff. Not just camp because revenue's a little bit tough at the moment because I haven't been making as many videos, but also because the videos I have been making have been all Rooster Teeth content, which I can't make ad revenue off of. So I'm gonna start getting back on some other shows like Steins Gate and Fullmetal Alchemist very soon, hopefully. And my sister also really wants to get back into Soul Eater, so hopefully some of those are coming soon. But I am going to finish up Camp Season 3 hopefully before Season 4 starts. Hopefully. I should be able to do it, but I should be able to do lots of other things that I haven't done on this channel in the past few months. But yeah, just a reminder that I do have a Patreon, and if anyone wants to contribute on there, I would be eternally grateful, because YouTube is such a horrible cesspool for creators right now. But yeah. Anyway, now that I'm done pimping myself out, we're back to Camp. We're on episode 7, so we're past the halfway point on season 3, though they do have the holiday special, so I don't know. Doesn't even out. But last episode was the Lake Lilac Summer Social, which was probably, weirdly enough, one of the cuter episodes of Camp. I mean, usually they save the touching, heart-wrenching stuff for the season finale, but last episode was really touching and adorable in its own way. I realized I just touched the mic. I hope that didn't make a lot of noise. But yeah, so we are on to Cameron Campbell, the Campbell camper, which can only be awful. An awful situation. So, yeah, I'm not going to babble too much before we start this. Let's just jump into it.
1,499, 1,500 lanyards. Great job, guys! You can never have too many lanyards.
Yes,
I'm pretty
you can.
sure we crossed that bridge 1,499 lanyards ago.
Well,
Oof.
I can think of one very special Camp Campbell camper who's getting into the lanyard
I
spirit.
only have like 3 lanyards, and
This is coming along quite
there are
nicely.
far too many of them.
Yes.
I feel like I'm
it
always
is
running
coming
into
together
lanyards in my
quite
room. This is the
nicely,
most
isn't it?
ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
You do realize that's just Cameron Campbell disguised as a kid, right?
Yep.
The quartermaster's just here for the entertainment.
That new kid really fucking loves lanyards.
This place I know that's tucked away, a place where you and I can stay. We can go to laugh and play and have adventures every day. I know it sounds hard to believe, but guys and gals, it's true. And Campbell is a place for me and you. Simpler lakes and climate trees, catch fish, bugs, bears, and honeybees. There's endless possibilities, and no, that's not hyperbole. Models can't be deep, and that means I'm telling you. We've got archery, hiking, searching, spiking, horseback training, well safe from heart attacks, but I'm mining, keeping farming, football, limbo, science, hunting, precast, spaceships, treasure hunting, on refusal, no refusal, fantasy, circus, trapeze, and fights, and ghosts, and pains, and sticks, and knives, and chests, and dance away, yeah. Oh, that one wore on me a bit. My lungs
I
are
still can't believe Mr. Campbell
getting
is
rusty.
back. They must have let him out of Super Guantanamo on good behavior.
I really
and
doubt
so
that.
he decided to pose as a camper at his own
really
camp?
doubt that.
David, that makes absolutely no sense.
But why else would he be
Also
here?
because
Gee,
Cameron
I
Campbell
don't know. Maybe
has it
for
out for
reasons that
David
only benefit
right now.
him and totally screw us over?
That doesn't sound like the Cameron Campbell I know at all.
Well, would the Cameron Campbell you know pretend to be a gargantuan child?
He would if... He secretly wants to see how well we're running the camp without him.
Go on.
This is all a test. Like that one show you watch where the bosses disguise themselves as workers to trick everybody.
You mean backdoor boss?
That's it. I'll show Cameron Campbell the best darn day of camp he's ever seen.
This is not good.
I've infiltrated the camp and nobody suspects a thing.
Oh my gosh.
Need you to get this David to confess on tape, or your ass is going back to the minimum security wing of Super Guantanamo.
Yep.
No, please. The time there is so unstructured. And the
Go
cards
back
don't
to
beat
him
you. They just tell
blaming
you
David.
how disappointed they are in you.
Look at using him
He
as...
needs to admit to masterminding the Camp Campbell scheme.
And he will,
as a
because that is
mole.
exactly
That's
what
hilarious.
happened. We'll bring
This is
that
awful.
lowlife Davy to justice. And I'll get my revenge on him for stabbing me in the back.
Why, hello there. What are you up to?
Why, nothing, Mr. Davy.
So, Sam Boy Kidwell, I was thinking you should take the rest of the day to do whatever camptivities you want. You may not be aware, but this camp's got something for every camper out there. Come on.
Ooh, tell me more. And while we're on the way, could you speak more loudly into my ascot?
Oh my gosh.
So, does anything catch your eye?
You know, what I would really love is an activity where we could act like we're different people and say things that aren't real, but pretend like they are? Is there a stupid camp for whatever that is?
Sounds like someone is interested in attending my improv seminar.
Yes! That's exactly what I wanted! It's perfect! Come on, Davy!
Finally! Someone who appreciates the arts!
He's gonna try and get David to act it
We've
out.
entered a magic realm controlled by wizard dogs.
No, I think instead of the wizard dogs, we're simply in an everyday situation with a ridiculous twist.
B-L?
Stop! You fools are breaking the fundamental rules of improv! Instead of saying no but, try saying yes,
Yes, and.
Dolph! Why don't you give it a try with our newcomer? I
I
think the
suck
prompt
at
Samboy
improv.
wrote will do nicely. One of you is confessing your greatest crimes.
Oh, this will be splendid. I have loads of ideas.
Oh no.
No, I'm not touching that. Different partner. How about,
Even Campbell
yes,
knows.
Davy.
I don't know, Sam Boy. I'm not sure I'd be any help.
David! Yes, and.
Oh, all right. Let's do it.
It's time for your confession, criminal. So, a camp for every type of camper. This shady but brilliant operation sure sounds like an illegal scam to me.
Oh, he's good. Yes. And I had a super fun time doing all the illegal things I did.
Yes! And did those illegal things include fraud, money laundering, child endangerment, the illegal sale of platypus eggs, and a bunch of other things that had nothing to do with the camp, like 7th-degree manslaughter that is still undergoing civil litigation?
Yes. And one time I even
Gosh.
stole a whole bunch of puppies.
Dog trafficking to boot? I told you he was a monster. All right, you tragically misunderstood genius. One last question. Did you pin all of this on your mentor, the totally innocent Cameron Campbell?
Not gonna work.
Bark, bark!
Oh, for the love of...
We're here with this trafficked puppy to save our friend. Your mind control spells won't work on us, evil wizard.
Ooh, plot twist.
Stop it! You're ruining my...
Tut, Samboy! Yes, and.
No!
Space Kid
we were
Nares
getting
to
to
the
the most
rescue.
important part, you twitchy little thespian! And scene.
Why don't we break for lunch?
Yikes.
So, are you guys going to come extract me now, or what? That was a pretty good confession, if I do say so myself.
You're gonna have to do better than that, Campbell. I couldn't hear anything over that damn dog barking.
What am I supposed to do? Those idiot kids ruined the confession!
If this Davy is truly as bad as you say, then surely the campers must have heard something.
Just love that Ryan
see if
plays
you can
both
pick up
of
on
the
some
agents.
gossip.
But how do I get them to gossip about something that isn't true? I know. I'll start a rumor about Davy's evil deeds. All I have to do is record some dumb camper repeating back the rumor that I started, and I'm scot-free. But first...
Campbell? Damn, we lost the signal. Do you want to see how fast we can load our guns? This is why I married you.
So, what would you like to do next for your perfect day of camp, little camper?
You know, I feel like making new friends could help me feel more at home here. Friends that are cool,
You know-
loud, and are potential sources for gossip and trend setting.
I know just the campers who fit that extremely specific description. You kids play nice
Yep.
now.
Ahoy hoy, Bully, the cool one, and Girl Neil.
Girl Neil.
Hey, you're that huge new kid.
No, I'm not. I'm completely normal sized, like the rest of you.
It's okay, Samboy Kidwell. I too am cursed with being overly large for my age.
Do you kids know what I've heard about your precious counselor,
Man,
Mr.
none of these
David?
kids are gonna believe anything
Rumor
about
has it
David
that he-
being a
I'm
bad
gonna stop you
person.
right there.
Not with all
As
they've
a
seen.
bully, I take
from
great
him.
pride in tormenting others for their shortcomings. But I, for one, will not add to the fake news plaguing our social circles.
Hell kind of bully are you? What do you think? Want to
Nerf.
hear the word
Never
on the
change.
street?
Not from someone who uses the phrase word on the street.
Guys, this kid's built like a bear. It's like a playground up in here.
Okay, let's focus. Once you hear this sick gossip,
Like a
you'll be
monkey.
dying to tell.
Sorry, my spaghetti and mystery meatballs are not sitting well. Thank you and good day.
Is that what that is?
Besides, no rumor is gonna make David even more uncool.
No, wait! You guys are missing out on some juicy deets!
Yep.
Can you show me how to grow a mustache?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is never gonna
Campbell,
work.
think. It's only a matter of time
They're all
before
insane.
the suits get suspicious.
Done. You are so good at this.
There's got to be someone here I can still break through to. Troublemakers,
so funny
eh?
to me.
Yeah, they hate this camp more than anybody.
Hey, Sam boy, have you decided on your afternoon camptivity?
Yes, I'd like to hang out with those two.
Or we could do something else.
Yeah,
I'm
really.
not sure they're what I'd call day one friends.
Gee, maybe you're right. I'd have a much better time doing my favorite thing in the world, which is mannequin selfie carving.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Great, you do that.
Oh, look, Neil. It's that new kid, Samboy Kidwell.
Well, hello, Sam boy. I'm.
Quiet, you.
Okay, but why
I
were
know
they
a
carving
lapdog when I
mannequins?
see one.
What? That's preposterous. Me and Max are totally a team.
You're right, Neil. You are way too smart to be a lapdog. Speaking of smarts, why don't you run along and find those fuses? I don't think I'd even know what to look for.
You've got it, Max.
I'm impressed. Always nice to see another skilled manipulator in their element. You're still a little rough around the edges, but hey, you're just a kid.
That's quite a compliment, coming from the infamous Cameron Campbell.
Yeah.
You've seen through my disguise, then. Okay, let's put all the cards on the table. I need to untangle myself from this fraudulent camp. If I can prove the whole scam is David's fault, I'll gain my freedom.
And you want me to help you? Why should I do that?
'Cause you're nothing like the rest of them. We want the same things, kid. To live by our own rules.
Wow, you've got me all figured out.
What do you
Really
say?
no. You
Oh,
don't know.
I'd love to.
You don't know
And I know
Max.
just the thing that'll help you. Counselor's cabin, lead the way.
So you see, it's all in the wrist movement.
Gosh, Mr. Campbell. While we're trying to frame David for your crimes, you should also blame him for those shady deals with Russia, Thailand,
Yeah.
North Korea, and Kentucky.
How did you know about Kentucky? I mean, good thinking, Max.
Yeah, and you could probably get him in trouble for covering up the fact that some kid died on the campgrounds all those years ago. But, that happened when you were in charge here, didn't it?
What did he just say?
Yeah. What did you... Oh my god! What did you do?
Oh, I turned on your microphone because I thought we were already starting. Did your friends on the other end not know about all the other stuff? Gee, I'm sorry, Mr. Campbell.
I love Max.
Guess I'm not so rough around the edges after all.
Yeah.
Supposed to frame David.
Is that really true, Mr. Campbell? You only came back to get me in trouble?
Because this stupid camp for everybody idea was yours in the first place. All of it is your fault.
I tried to create the perfect day of camp for you and everything, but your only goal was to hurt me because of something I said when I was just a kid.
Just a kid? Kids are diabolical monstrosities that drive you to the brink of insanity! After everything I've done for you, you chose a bunch of kids over me!
But that's the job. You really don't get that, do you?
David, seriously?
David.
You actually feel sorry for this piece of shit? This doesn't piss you off?
I'm not peed off, Max. I'm just
Don't say it.
disappointed.
Yep. He pulled the dad card. I'm disappointed. Oh my gosh!
Wow, that is the fastest I've ever seen this place break a new kid.
Come on, everyone. We can't let this perfectly good mannequin go to waste. First to the activities field gets 2 high fives.
Oh.
Max, Thank you. I could have been taking Mr. Campbell's place at Super Guantanamo.
Oh, shucks, it was nothing, David. There's no need to thank me or give me, I don't know, an extra helping of dessert tonight or anything.
You know what? That's a great idea. We can just give you Sam Boys. You know, Max, camp's not for everybody. Not even the great Cameron Campbell, apparently. But despite everything we've been through this summer, you're still here. I'm glad that you're cut out for this place, even if he's not.
Cut out? I run this fucking camp.
That entire episode was just why I love Max and David, basically. Oh, man. Okay, so yeah. I have, like, this little running theme throughout the show. Like, most of the episodes are episodic in that they're very, self-contained in terms of story. But, I love the, thread of Cameron Campbell that brings all of the episodes together, because like he's been ridiculous from day one, and then it got super serious last season with bringing up the missing kid and all that stuff and getting thrown into Super Guantanamo. So them using him to infiltrate the camp so he can pin it all on David is just hilarious to me. It's so stupid, and no one was fooled in the slightest. Like, I think Gwen was legitimately concerned. The kids were just like, another day in this camp, and the quartermaster was just there to watch along, which honestly, that'd be me at that camp. I'd just be entertained the whole time by all the shenanigans. Yeah, that was never gonna go as Campbell wanted it to. Never. Because they're all insane, niche weirdos who never conform to what you think is gonna happen. Like, I love how the improv thing was ruined by Space Kid barking and Neris jumping in with her improv. That was adorable. And of course he'd try and use improv to frame David. Like, that's such an obvious choice. Like, Campbell is many things, but creative is not one of them. He was never gonna get Nerf and Arid to start gossiping. One, they don't do that, like I said. Two, no one would ever legitimately believe any bad gossip about David. Ever. He's too ridiculously nice. Like, that is all they have learned at this camp, is how strange and insanely nice David is to a huge fault. So I was so happy when he went for Max. I was so happy. Also, like, the threat of the agents, like, not even caring about their job and just messing around with their guns in the car. Like, that was just so funny to me. I don't know why it was so funny to me, but like, it just hit all my comedy check marks, and I really appreciated it. The scene with Max. It was so good. It was so good because he led off with insinuating that Max wasn't the best manipulator. Like, you go with an attack on his ego, yeah, he's not gonna listen to you. Like, he started out trying to get him on his side by saying, like, you're a little rough around the edges. That is a challenge. As someone who often responds to challenges like that, because I'm chaotic, like, that's, yeah, I can see that coming from day one. Like, for example, in our D&D game Reactors and Realms that we play every week, my DM told me that I couldn't make a chicken talk. And then he introduced plot points, which I promptly used to make a chicken talk. So I don't respond well to challenges and people saying I can't do things or I don't do things well. So I was very, very with Max on that. But that scene was just so good. Just the quick turnaround that Max is many things, but at the end of the day, he does like David. We've seen that before. Or at least he tolerates and respects him a little, the tiniest bit, to some degree. So, yeah, that just turned on him so fast. He waited for the perfect moment to turn him on and then just got him to say everything while also bringing up all the other things that the police never knew about, like Thailand and Kentucky, and finally admitting or getting it out there that Jasper straight up died at the camp. Oh, that was just so good. And like, he could have just gotten him to admit his plan of what he's trying to do to David, but Max just went that extra mile, and I love that. I love that so much. Oh. And I feel kind of bad for David at the end of that, because he did hear all that, and he had his mentor that he looked up to so much before, you know, try and pin this all on him. Though I think he basically lost respect for Campbell a whole lot after the end of last season. Just kind of recognized what a shady character he was. But it still had to have hurt for David, I bet. But I love how David pulled out the dad card on him. The whole, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. It's like, it's so always the worst thing to hear. It's a trope, but it's so good, and it affected even Campbell. So I just love that so much. But yeah, this whole episode was just why I love David and Max, because they know what they're doing. Max especially, and I love them so much. So this was a great episode, guys. Like I said, I hope to be getting more of these out soon, as well as other stuff on the channel. I'm also almost caught back up with Genlock, so that's gonna hopefully be on schedule from now on, hopefully. But yeah, so all links as always are in the description. Discord if you want to talk about shows, Patreon if you want to help me out financially in these YouTube dark ages, and my P.O. Box if you want to send me anything. So yeah, that stuff's all down there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!